Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 4 of season 2 of the Rings of Power. We're going to go ahead and hop in this one, guys. If you want to see the full reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you're Miriel's channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes for actually the entire episode. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote what movies to react to each month. We got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage to try to make it worth your while since you are good at our way support channel. But guys, at the end of the day, really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. To leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. That all said another way, let's go ahead and hop into episode 4, Eldest. Here we go.
If we take the Axa Bridge, a region is just under 150 leagues. We shall need an archer, 2 swordsmen. I trust you can recommend a set?
Trust? Me?
At the High King's urging, I agreed to appoint you as first lieutenant. But if you deem that duty beneath you, I will choose another.
Yes.
Well, this poses a tad bit of a problem.
To circumvent it, we shall either have to turn due north, adding 2 weeks to our journey.
Ooh.
Or
we go south.
Through the hills of Durin, which will get us to a region much farther.
What the hell was that?
There is evil in those hills, ancient and filled with malice. Sauron means for us to go that way. We must go another.
That makes
the enemy
sense.
is doubtless watching.
It would be a
both
trap.
fronts.
It says 2 weeks or we trudge through dangerous waters.
We won't reach anywhere at speed if we walk into a trap.
We go south.
Commander, I must protest.
Your opinion on the matter has been heard.
Elrond.
I'm envious of how strongly and consistently she can roll her R's when just casually conversing with everybody, man. It's insane. But yeah, he's not going to heed the advice of anything that comes from that ring.
This company will not take counsel from that trinket. Nor will you. If you cannot abide by those terms, you will leave now and return to Lindon.
I should like to,
Then why do you not?
because I do not wish to see any of this company slain, including you.
Yeah, he's going to have to ease up a bit, but she's also going to need to, like, reconcile with, you know, obviously his suspicions, because, like, I don't know. God knows where that tornado he conjured sent them, by the way. No idea how they would have survived, though, for that matter, but who knows. They are light of foot. They maybe have a decreased fall damage stats. I don't know. It's a fair amount of greenery compared to what we've been seeing. Oh, but, well, who the hell is this?
Pardon me, I don't suppose you've seen a pair of halflings come this way?
See, you found the goat.
Rory Keener, or Kinnear. I never know how to say his name. I forgot to mention last episode too, I did recognize Ciarán Hinds as the Dark Wizard. I just forgot to mention it, Mance Rayder for the Game of Thrones folk.
I were looking for these stars. I had hoped that... my apologies. Just a moment.
Oh, wait. Is this meant to be the tree he gets his staff from? No, somebody was like, how'd you not recognize that staff, like, in the vision before? Because, you know, obviously I'm still reserving going steadfast into saying this is Gandalf despite the signs, but I know, like, I saw, like, one comment was like, how could you not recognize that staff? That's definitely Gandalf's staff. And I was like, they all look the same to me. I'm not even going to pretend otherwise. Oh, whoa! What the hell? Well, the Decatry just ate his ass. Huh. Okay. But yeah, like it was shifting in that vision between the stick we saw from the well that he used, he got the one shot off with, and it was flickering between a more branch-like one, kind of similar to like the ones we've seen like in the Lord of the Rings, but like I don't know it enough to be like, oh, it's gotta be that staff, that one exact staff.
Poppy!
Wow.
Get up!
We're not kidding about that fall damage, man. I guess that little dinky bush. Well, no, Nori just straight hit dirt.
Who'd you think? A friend, the bleeding stranger. Never mind, where's he? Where are we?
Unfortunately, not somewhere as, I was going to say welcoming, because there was like brush and a guy in his house and his hut there. But no, he did just get eaten by a tree, so I don't know how welcoming it would be, but they're in just more desert. We got these riders roaming around as well still too.
I think we lost them.
Where'd you lot come from?
Us? Where'd you come from?
Live here.
Harfords live here.
What's an Harfoot?
Well, you are. Who are you exactly?
I'm nobody.
Well, you can't be
What?
nobody.
That's what everybody calls me.
Well, if everybody calls you nobody, doesn't anybody call you somebody?
Well, my mum calls me Mary Mac.
And Poppy.
We got some moving to do.
Where'd you get that water from?
Keep your voice down.
You stole it, didn't you? You stole it from the well, from the big folk.
Where are you going?
Nowhere.
Take us with you.
Sorry. No outsiders in the village.
Village? What village?
No village. There's no village.
Listen here.
Oh my God.
Either we're coming with you, or I will turn you in myself this moment. Water thief.
God damn, Poppy.
You're about to meet the Goond, or Dwell Leader. And if you want her to even think about taking you in, there's 4 rules. 1, never look her in the eye. B, always stand 3 steps back. 4, don't ever, no matter what, call her the Goond.
Got it.
Okay.
Was that 3 rules or 4? I wasn't really paying
That was
attention.
3. I thought I blacked out for a second, but no, I'm pretty sure he only said 3 things. It's a whole-on settlement. He did say it was a village, so they're not migratory or nomadic like the Harfoots are, by the look of things.
Harfords living in holes.
Are they gonna take inspiration for when they find and settle in the Shire?
What were you thinking bringing him here?
Just needed a place to hide.
What, with all the devils in the desert searching for him? Boy, if we put your brains in a vulture, it'll fly backwards.
Be nicer to him.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't feed you leg, limb and joint to those Gaudrum hunting you out there.
I have walked across rivers and mountains and deserts to help my friend find his destiny. One the fate of the world may well depend on, yours
I
included.
said one good reason. This friend of yours, who is he anyways?
He's a wizard.
He's a wizard, Harry.
Well, the only wizard under these skies is the Dark Wizard. And the last friend we need is a friend of his. Tie him up.
Well, no, sorry, hold on. There seems to be a mistake. But yeah, he needs a new name just than Dark Wizard. A little too on the nose.
He come to the sandstorm from thin air that killed 2 of my men. He makes his way north now, towards the Hermit.
The Hermit.
And what of the halflings? We are scouring the desert even now. They will not evade us for long. Swear my life on it.
You are either very foolish or very brave.
Yes.
Let the Harfoots be your sole concern. I will see to the Eastart myself.
Let's go.
Let him out again. You should not be working. Go to sleep.
Wow, what the hell?
Who are you?
Been a while since I've been called much of anything. Back in the Withy window, folk used to call me Bombadil. Tom Bombadil.
Oh. Okay. Huh.
When the night shall fall, then the door will open.
What the hell? Who was that?
Such as I can
What
with
was
your
in the
filthy
jar?
robe.
Is somebody out there with you?
I thought I heard a woman singing. Woman? What woman? Is no one else here with you? You're here?
What?
That is a thing you
What
are.
the fuck?
Yes.
All right. Wait, hold on. What is he just fucking with us? Wait, hold on. What was that? Was it the sheep? What was it?
No.
Whatever. I don't know,
What was
man.
it that you were hoping to find under those stars of yours? Newcomers, that's what they are. One year it's dark, the next you look up. There's a sea of tiny eyes looking down at you. Now, they think they know everything, but newcomers, Still newcomers.
He's older than the stars. Wow. What a little trick.
What are you?
Don't you know my name yet? That's the only answer. Tell me, who are you? Alone yourself? I'm nameless, but you are young. And I am old. Eldest. That's what I am.
Title of the episode.
What do you mean, eldest?
Tom was there before the river and the trees. Tom remembers the first raindrop and the first acorn. He knew the dark under the stars when it was fearless.
Wow. I mean, it's wild, but it doesn't really answer much of anything. He's such a enigma.
Even your tree out there, Old Man Ironwood.
I thought he might be able to lend me a branch.
Oh, well, you should have tried asking him.
Whoa.
Easy. You wield power over trees, over wind and fire. You wield it as if it belongs to you.
All things belong each to themselves, just as you belong to yourself.
You just need to
teach me
ask.
how to wield a
Compel.
Wizard's staff is like a name. It's yours to wield already, if you prove yourself worthy of it. You showed today that you're not. Yeah. Whether you can become so, we shall soon discover.
I was never meant to find a staff under these stars. I was meant to find you, wasn't I?
Damn. Wow.
You're not the first Eastar who's eaten honey by my fire. Years ago, there was another. The Dark Wizard.
I can't take that seriously, man.
You believe his evil will spread?
Not without an ally far more powerful even than himself.
Sauron.
If these two flames combine into one, there will be no end to burning till all Middle-earth is ashes.
Can you stop it?
Old Tom's a wanderer, not a warrior. Great deeds are left to the hands they were placed in. And I
He's
shall
merely
gather lilies
an observer.
While yet
A
they
guide.
Is it my task to stop the fire? Is it my task to face Sauron?
grow. Your task is to face them both.
So wait. Hold on. See, now I'm wondering if that guy is Saruman. Because if they are meant to be diametrically opposed, assuming they never come face to face and he never learns his identity, this like chess match could go on throughout the ages to where they work within each other's confines or as peers without knowing exactly where their allegiances lie. Otherwise, he is just simply another, wizard that maybe falls and Saruman picks up his place later down the line. But that definitely is what I think they're teeing up, is that alliance between that wizard or a wizard and Sauron. Because I feel like they're combining the Blue Wizard storyline with obviously with Gandalf and, more generally recognizable characters to general audiences and whatever to, I don't know. We'll see. Jesus. I was even preparing for something and it still got me. Their last batch of messengers.
The king sent a dispatch to warn Celebrimbor.
Yep, there it
This
is.
dispatch. We must go from this place.
Oh! Whoa! Oh god, that little quick frame or two of the eyes from the crevice. Oh. Oh. Oh, what are these? Like wraiths of some kind. Maybe liches? I don't... Dude, that's kind of sick.
Prepare yourselves.
Hey, man. She warned you. God, how many are there? There's a bunch. That's lovely. They just regenerate.
Help me open it. What? Not him.
Oh no. God, that is some wild shit, man.
Take it.
Oh wait. What did he do?
According to law, only the blades with which they were buried will return such creatures to rest.
Oh, damn, that's some quick thinking. Damn, good thing he read his lore books. Apparently nobody else knew. I mean, to be fair, if they were just jumped on their way, not expecting anything, you know, wouldn't have had time to really kind of figure it out. But thankfully they had the numbers and a little bit of a heads up before they waltzed in. Oh. Oh, wow. He's like blasted full of like shrapnel, like from wood. It's got to be Ents, man. Like rewatching that scene, especially when they played it again in the preview from last week's episode or whatever, or not the preview, but like the last week on, they played the part where Theo's looking up again and you just hear nothing but like creaking wood. Didn't quite pick up on that little nod because it blended in the moment to me, like with everything else that was going on.
Let's not waste any daylight. Gather water and provisions.
What was that?
Fancy you never want for water on your island.
No, Numenor, we have water in most of our homes.
I'd like to see that.
I wager you're betrothed with two. We ought to keep moving.
In a moment. You say you spent time among the wild
Yeah, he caught a glimpse of the back of her neck when she turned, didn't he?
I wasn't exactly among them. I was hiding.
Did they ever do you harm?
Arondir, what you...
I ask because I noticed a wound on your neck. Looks to be recent.
No, that was my fault. I fell asleep by the fire. It was foolish of me.
We all do foolish things sometimes, especially in moments of hopelessness.
Oh, he already knows. Damn, she was really like, pot!
Self-burn. The wildmen do it to hide the mark of Addai. We would have caught her at the gate had she not come in with you.
She's a wildman.
She's one of them. And she's going to lead us to all the others.
I'm willing to bet she's here trying to get away from all of that, hence why she burned it, and hadn't done so already by this point.
You were using me all along. Wait, you don't even have a betrothed.
Would you rather I died in Mordor?
I don't know. Let me think.
And like he said, sometimes in desperation, you do what you gotta do.
What is it?
They just have to discern, like, where does that leave her now, given her current state or condition or situation as a whole.
Haya, come quickly. Theo was not taken by men at all.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, yeah, 100%. It's definitely Ents. God, how many cages are there? Again, I'm not exactly sure how many people there were in total.
Don't know yet. But whatever they are, they're big.
Oh, what is this? It's a big old scar right up through the trees. So many of them chopped up. Was this wild men or was this orcs? This is a lot of destruction. If it is Ents, again, which I'm pretty confident it is at this point, no wonder they would be super pissed right now.
Watch your step.
Might be easier to balance if I had use of my hands.
It's all right. Be still. I said it's all right.
Oh my god. He's such a goober.
Lift me up.
Oh my god, they're both getting pulled in. Oh! It was a little gradual there for a second, but then it just turned into one old little floop. She went to get like a stick or something. Come on, no way. She just pieced out. There it is. See what I'm saying? Like, just because of her previous state doesn't change who she currently could be. Oh! Oh! Whoa! 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 What the fuck is that? Wait, did it swallowed them whole? How with that tiny little mouth?
What was that? There are nameless things in the deep places of this world. This one we shall call supper.
Good God, man. Yeah, that thing in its big old mandibles and all. Like, how the hell did that happen?
In ancient days, there was a stoor. Wasn't like the rest of us. They say he dreamed one night of a place with endless streams of cold water and rolling hills so soft, family could dig an hole and live in it in less than a month. Struck out one year with a caravan of followers to find it. Promised, when he did, he'd send someone back to gather the rest of us.
They never found it then. Not yet, anyway. Not until they find the Shire. But so they originated here.
Should have been here before.
Because the Harfoots is one of the family names in the Shire too, right? So
Rory must never found the Suzat.
Yeah, because they're still.
And after a while,
wandering.
We just kept wandering. We don't have a home.
A rider sighted. Big folk, coming this way.
To what do we owe the pleasure?
Oh, Jesus.
The Harfoots, where are they?
The only halflings we know about in this desert are stoors.
Do you know why we wear these masks? Defy the Dark Wizard, and when we return with him, you will find out for yourselves.
I know you believe this ring is deceiving me, but I believe it is guiding me, and that following it may be our only path to victory.
Is there no point at which the cost of victory becomes too great?
I have yet to reach that point,
How does that not terrify you?
because the suffering of a world ruled by Sauron terrifies me more. Protecting that which is most fragile is a task entrusted to all elves, and one that is not yet complete. And I promise you there will be more painful sacrifices.
Galadriel?
Oh.
Promise me you will put opposing Sauron above all other considerations, even my life.
I will make no promise whose asking is born of that ring, but I swear to you, defeating Sauron will come first, even before you.
I think she more than proved herself.
Doesn't come to folk like me. Sooner or later they'll cast me out, you know they will.
I won't let them cast you out. Put down the sword.
Oh no. Oh, those petals from before.
Drop the sword!
Oh, does it see the blade as a threat? Oh! Oh my God!
I am Arondir of the Greenwood.
Hast thou ever touched axe to wooded life?
To my great pain I have, but...
Great. Ints are so fucking cool, man.
It is not for felling trees.
What does it fell?
Orcs.
There was an army of them maiming and murdering as they march.
Adar's marching towards Eärien, carving their way through the woods to get there.
Bowing, uprooting, branch breakers and trunk splitters all!
They're going out.
Forgiveness takes an age.
We will see to it that the trees of this wood are left in peace.
Oh, they're letting them go.
Theo. Mistress. It's me.
Sorry, but you'll never walk again.
Estrid.
Oh, are you serious?
I thought you...
So did I.
Wow. Dude, Isildur in the show just continuously gets handed these L's, man.
Orcs are on the move and must follow the trail where it leads. Perhaps have another chance to confront Addai. You can come with me if you wish.
I have promises of my own to keep.
My Glenno, Lord of Pelargir.
Aww. I think that's the most amicable they've been so far. Oh, good God. Look at they are just plowing through all of this land, man. They were right on the edge of Eärien by the looks of the map. You know, these trolls just pushing trees over as they waltz through all of this.
We came in search of Sauron. Instead, we find Addai.
Could they be in league with each other?
Yes, but
perhaps at war.
Not knowingly. Oh! No, that guy did not just get hit from them just blind firing into the darkness after these horses. That is some shit luck. Whoa. This poor dude. That was just a pure accident. Oh, wait. Is she gonna, like, use it to heal him? I guess so. Dude, if you died from that, that would have sucked.
Get to Lindon. I will occupy them as long as I'm able. Take it.
Can't chance it getting lost and transfer into their hands. Nice. Oh, yo. That was awesome. God damn. Hell yeah, man.
She sacrificed herself to save us all.
Is Agor Owain Edraith Anwen, Gerian Edraith and Egor.
Hey, at the end of the day, it's kind of one and the same. If they got the ring, that would not be good. Then it would just be in their hands and then used against them. Saving the ring is the same thing, really. Oh! Shit. Lovely. Damn. That was an interesting episode, that's for sure. There's a couple moments that are a little tonally out of whack. Like, Jesus. Like, it's hard to take any of the stuff that happens with Isildur seriously because he's such a punchline half the time. Like, the way they just, like, did that little punch to him, just already waist down in that quicksand, in that mud pit. That was just comedic. He was telling what's-her-face to watch her step, and then he just pan over, and he's just like, help, help me, guys. And then when they do, like, have the big old slug reveal and he's cut out of it, it's just a jump cut. I assume they were both inside that stomach and we only saw Arondir pop out. But the moment, like, he's out and the thing falls down, he's just slumped there like that. And then he just, you know, he tries to mac on this girl as well. Throughout this whole little thing, there's some chemistry bubbling there. Obviously, she doesn't think that her betrothed is still alive by this point. But then, lo and behold, at the end, there he is. It's just like one thing after another with him, man. It's honestly kind of hilarious. But with all of that, it takes a little bit of the edge off every now and then when we're kind of jumping to that story. But I did really like the Ent stuff with them trailing down through all this. Also just kind of the camaraderie that was built between them and just kind of the way that they are navigating that kind of ethical and moral dilemma that the woman was in with her brand. Because like Arondir said earlier, like in desperation, you know, in our darkest moments, you know, sometimes we do stupid stuff or what we need to do to survive. So he wasn't holding that necessarily against her, but he did have to discern where her allegiances lie. You know, when she was removing that mark, was that to deceive them or was that, you know, just simply to put that behind her? As we learned, because she rescued them, she could have easily cut and run, that it was exactly that. She was just trying to find her people and find somewhere safe to be. But knowing that if people saw that mark, you know, they would think what they think. So, but I think she proved herself here, but I'm wondering where that's going to go now, or if we're just done with her, you know, after all of this. You know, Theo and Arondir actually had their most amicable moment we've had in a while after he, you know, went to these lengths to save him. You know, I think that just, you know, obviously he's been wrestling with a lot. He's been dealing with a lot of stuff between his own perceptions, his loss of his mother, which was just recently, and all these other things. And then the part he played in the destruction that took place at the end of last season, you know, it just, you know, he's dealing with a lot. And he's got a lot of anger he's just throwing around. But I think they kind of finally hit this kind of mutual understanding here, and they've got their own responsibilities. He's staying behind to help with this village and kind of make up for some of that with the people that have survived. And Arondir is going to be following Adar down, as we've now learned about this orc army that is marching and carving its way through the woods heading to Eärien. Ents just thrashing out in rage for their forest being torn apart by this army, and they're, you know, lashing out at everybody else, stumbling upon our gang. That whole sequence was really cool, really great. And then we had our other storyline, which was, you know, Elrond and Galadriel making their way down, trying to, you know, physically go to Eärien to warn them about Sauron, because again, their messengers aren't getting through, or they're just not getting a response. They don't really know, so they got to go find out. But they've been sabotaged, and these traps have been laid. Obviously, for any news coming from Lindon is kind of being diverted because of this bridge being destroyed to go one of two ways: either the long way, adding 2 weeks to their journey, or they go down and they're lured into that pit with that crypt or that burial ground with all these specters to be slaughtered. Elrond, you know, quick on his feet and knowledgeable about what these things were and how it works, you know, the unrest, what tethers them here, and how to, you know, untether them. You know, he's able to think on his feet, open the tomb, get the weapons that were buried there with them, and take them out. Otherwise, they had an immortal army they had to fight right then and there. You know, it took apart the messengers, you know, obviously, who didn't have any kind of forewarning at all. And at least from the ring, we got a little bit of a glimpse before we got here. So at least they were a little skeptical and alert before just running right in. I understand his suspicion. We've talked about enough about where he stands on all this. He's right to not trust it. We've talked about that. But like, Galadriel is a little too trusting of it. And I think these two need to kind of, you know, level it and balance each other's out a little bit right now. And I thought we kind of were meeting there a little bit in the middle there after that whole event. You know, when they were talking about the lay sign, she was like talking about, hey, regardless of how you feel and everything, at the end of the day, I just need to know that, you know, you will put stopping Sauron above anything else. She's getting these premonitions that are steering them correct. You know, it gave warning of the approach they were going to go into there, what to expect. And she was like, hey, and here. And then it healed the guy, you know, and then she sees these visions of, you know, Sauron storming somewhere and, you know, knocking these statues down, raiding this place. And I assume it's Eärien or wherever, but, you know, and Elrond's there bloodied and, you know, in danger. Like, she's like, hey, shit's about to, you know, please, like, it's warning us. But he's like, I'll hear nothing of this ring. I don't know. It is what it is. we'll see how that unfurls, but that's kind of interesting to see how that story is unraveling right now. But these two, they need to, I don't know. And then you have the stranger who, I think at this point, we just might as well just be calling him Gandalf. I don't know why they keep playing so coy about it, but it's so obviously him at this point. It can't really be anybody else. We have him stumbling upon Tom Bombadil of all people here and kind of getting this kind of like Yoda-like advice, so this mentoring, and that he's not the only Istar that has come through this neck of the woods seeking power or advice or whatever. The Dark Wizard was one to do this before, and they're just questing after more power, teeing up the alliance between Saruman and Sauron because he says to fulfill his goals, he needs somebody more powerful than him. And, he's talking about these two flames combining into one that will burn Middle-earth to the ground. And it's that union between these two. And while, it was the Blue Wizards that went into Rune in the, in the traditional lore, I think they've been combined with these two, Saruman and Gandalf, because they represent two sides of that coin. They are both wizards, and they both play a part on two different sides of the fence of this whole war. At the end of the day, everything we've seen in the films is basically a chess match between Sauron and Gandalf by the end of it all. Then you have just Saruman in the mix. Now, I don't know if this guy is going to be Saruman, or maybe he fails or gets felled, and then Saruman just takes his place, because as we know with wizards, if they're killed, whatever, their purpose is re-fulfilled with the next incarnation or whatever. You'd have to go around this whole little thing, like, because if it is him, if that's meant to be him in this storyline, they can't come face to face. So I'm not sure how they're going to handle that, because so far they haven't seen each other. They don't know what each other looks like. So you could say, this is him, this is Gandalf, this is Saruman, and then eventually they just never learn the true identities of one another, and eventually come to where we see them when we're introduced to them in the films. So I don't know. Obviously, there's some kind of connection there to what we see later in the films and such. It's definitely foreshadowing all of that. And then we learned the origins of the Shire hobbits here, as the Harfoots actually originated as they migrated away from the Stour settlement out in Rune. This is where they were. And much like with the hobbits in the Shire, you have these families that have this adventurous streak, and, it seems like that connection is what actually got the Shire to establish itself. That quest for dreaming for more or adventure. This one, it's like he wasn't like the rest of us. He had this dream of this place, and he went out to go find it. It took some people with him, and, they kept on going. They still haven't found it yet. The name carried on. The Burrows, the guy that left from their legend, and that ended up being their leader in the current day. I really like the ideas that they're playing around with this, like the way that society and cultures kind of move. It's a very Tolkien thing to kind of do. I just think the execution is not all that smooth. I just like some of the way that scenario was set up and executed, and I don't know. Even if I'm not the most invested in that storyline, I do like the concepts and the ideas being floated around in there. This may not have been one of my favorite episodes, but it was definitely a very interesting one, that's for sure. The interaction between the stranger and Tom Bombadil, though, I think was the highlight of the episode for me, for sure. And I'm really interested in where that all goes, because that was a pleasant little surprise there, and what kind of doors that opens up. But guys, what do you think? How do you feel? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full 3 reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you're going to remember the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Sherritt, Your Coruscant, Melito, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey L, Jake Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, and Russell Crockett. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.